Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Mrs. Edwards. I'm the career counselor with both Atlee and Patrick Henry High Schools. Thanks very much for being here with us today for our virtual college, military, and trade technical school visit series. We are very fortunate to have here with us today Staff Sergeant Dizon and Staff Sergeant Williams with the United States Army. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate your time. And they're just going to share a little bit of information with us about the Army, the process for kind of going into the Army, and then also maybe a little bit about their own personal stories about kind of how they've gotten to where they are right now and the roles that they play within the Army as well. So with that, I will hand it over to you all. And then of course, students at the end, we absolutely encourage and would love to hear any questions that you might have. Feel free to put them in the chat, or also you can ask them live as well. That would be certainly fine. So I'll hand it over to you all. Thank you again for being here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How you doing? What's your name?
James.
James. Okay, James Camp. I see you here. All right. How you doing, James? I'm Staff Sergeant Williams.
Good to see you, sir.
Same here, bro. So I wanna just give you a let me just give you a little background about myself. Let me start with that.
All right.
I've been in the Army now 20, not 20. I'm sorry. It's been in the Army 8 years now. I'm 28. I was born and raised in a small country town in South Georgia. For me, it was more about getting out on my own and making a living for myself, not depending on my parents, really. That's pretty much the main reason why I joined the Army, and to get away from the small town, go out and see the world. I actually did try college for a year. Went to college. It wasn't for me. Not for everybody. But I have, since I've been in the Army, got back in. I'm actually trying to get my associates right now in supply chain management. But just a little bit about the Army. Coming to the Army, you'll need your birth certificate, social security card, high school diploma. We go from there. We'll basically sit you down and talk with you about anything that you want to do. We have over 150 jobs in the Army. It's a lot to choose from, but you will need to take the ASVAB while you're in high school. You can take it out, but it's good to take it now while you're in school and try to do your best. The ASVAB is for more things than the Army. It's for how can I put this? Trying to see what's the best career route for you. I mean, the military is not for everybody, obviously, but that is a major requirement we do for all applicants. We have them take the ASVAB. While I'm in the Army, I've been doing logistics. So I work in a warehouse. I like to compare it to Walmart for the Army. I'm support, so we deal with a lot of books, papers, pencils, TVs, anything that pretty much comes in gets shipped to us, and we dish it out to the people we support. So I have a logistical background. So let me pass it over to Sergeant Dizon right here. He can talk to you a little more.
Hey, how you doing, man? My name is Staff Sergeant Dizon. I've been in the Army for almost 11 years. I think I've seen you one time when I was there. You look familiar. I've been before COVID-19. I always go there to do a table setup. I met a lot of students. Um, I've been in the Army for almost 11 years. I was born in the Philippines, born and raised in the Philippines, and I came to the United States in 2001. And when I joined, because I have a family, when I joined, I really like it because all the benefits that the Army actually gave me, offered me, and it's actually worth it. Um, my job is a petroleum supply specialist. Pretty much, I'm also a support logistics job, and I really like it. I learned how to put fuel in the helicopter and other machines. So yeah, man. Do you have any question?
Um, Well, just to tell you what I want to do, I was hoping on joining the U.S. Army,
Okay.
and I do want to go into airborne because I love
Okay.
aviation, and I do work on planes, and I do work on some planes at the Hanover County Airport. But I've always loved to fly, and it's always just given me a really good feeling. But I've also wanted to like fight in infantry, and I do want to see in a combative role. So I figured that airborne would be perfect.
Okay. Uh, you are a junior now or a senior?
Junior.
Junior? Have you taken the ASVAB yet?
I have not been able to take the ASVAB yet. I hope to though.
Okay. Okay. I think there's gonna be. Give me a second. There's a schedule. I don't think you guys have a schedule yet, right? But if you have a chance, uh, if there's a schedule for ASVAB test at your school, just go ahead and take that one, and then see where you're at with your score. And then from there, that's one of the requirements that before you can actually join in the army,
Okay.
in the military branches.
But I do first want to go to college, maybe
Okay.
be go through ROTC and be able to commission. I am currently in the Hanover County Sheriff Cadets, Unit 606, which
Okay.
is a program for youth my age for the Hanover County Sheriff's Office, and we do police training like burglaries, blue signal blues, traffic stops, and we do compete in competitions, and we
Right.
also help with humanitarian work.
So you mentioned that you want to go to college, right, and then commission,
Yeah.
right? Uh, and then you also mentioned that you are trying to go to ROTC.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you already have a plan where to go? Did you already? I know you cannot submit the application as of right now because you're still in junior, right? I
Yeah.
think once you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
I do want to go to VCU, and I do know that they have an ROTC program for the U.S. Army there.
Okay. Okay. So sometimes, even though you said you wanna become an officer, right? But there, we also have like an enlisted side. You know, you can join as enlisted while you are like completing your degree. We have I'm not sure if you already know about this one. We have a GI Bill. We have a tuition assistance that you can use, and then we also have this PASPA. Um, and there's a lot of benefits, educational benefits that Army actually has to offer. You don't really have to go to like uh, just like other options. You know, you don't really have to go for ROTC in order for you to actually join to become an officer. You can join as enlisted, then just complete your degree while you are still in, and then once you completed your degree, you can actually switch to become an officer.
That's good to know. I always want like one thing that has been running through my mind is being a fighter pilot. So I was looking at the Air Force, Marine Corps, and I have been wanting to like become an F-35 pilot, but at the same time, I do want to like fight on the ground. Like I do want to be infantry because
Okay.
just the adventure, the action, it would just really give me a sense of purpose, and I would just be able to travel the world, see places I've never seen, be places I've never been. And it would kind of be like a journey for me, something I've always wanted. And so I thought that okay, I love both of those things, and I found that when I was like around 12 years old, the military's been on my mind for a long time, and I found at an early age that the U.S. Army has airborne, and I figured that was the way to go for me.
Okay.
Well, we also have air assault too. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I heard of air assault.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see my uniform. I got the helicopter right here.
Yeah, I see it. Isn't
Yeah.
like air assault like 101st Airborne? If I'm correct.
Say that one more time.
Isn't air assault 101st?
I can't hear you. Okay.
The airborne and also the kind of contrary.
Oh yeah. So you know what the airborne basically jumping out of the plane. Like, I don't know how high the plane goes, but you know, you got the parachute and everything. So with air assault, it's more of a quicker way to use the helicopter to get where you're going.
Yeah.
You rappel down from the helicopter, so they drop the rope, you slide out of there with your gloves on and your backpack and your rifle, whatever you may have. It's just a quicker way to get to your destination on air. Yeah, I mean,
I just, I mean, I just think 82nd would be really cool. Just jumping out with altitude, just jumping from high altitudes, being able to fly in a plane and just jumping out of it. I don't know. It really gives me a warm feeling. Like it just seems really fun.
yeah, I recently visited the 82nd about 2 months ago. I love it there. The community.
I heard some people love it, and I heard some people hate it. Like if you're afraid of heights,
Yeah.
I heard people cannot stand it.
If you're looking for that rush, that adrenaline rush, that's definitely the thing to do.
Yeah, man. I was actually trying to do that one before when I joined. That was 2009, but because I'm afraid of heights, so I didn't do it. But hey, if you want to do it, man, if you want to do it, more power to you. And I'm pretty sure you can do it.
I mean, most of the people that I know, they think I'm insane for wanting to do it, but I said, why not?
Yeah, man. I mean, if you want to do it, man, just go for it. It's actually good experience for you. And then that one is also a promotion points for your rank. If
Like,
if you want to get promoted, that's one of the additional points that you can go to.
I also have been thinking about special forces, maybe like Green Berets. I mean, I know they're like, I know they're like a different breed, but so
Right.
I've been thinking about it.
Okay. So again, the Green Beret, right?
Yeah.
So what I would recommend if you want to become a Green Beret, James. I don't know how athletic you are right now. I don't know how physically fit you are right now. But
I'd say
one thing that
I mean, not like to brag or anything, but I'd say I'm in very good physical.
okay, yeah, that's good for you, man. But what I'm saying is, what I would recommend is you have to join first in the army, right? Join first. Once you join, so you will, because the thing is, if you go straight to the Green Beret, the training in Green Beret it's not just easy what other people think. Green Beret is the elite force in the army. So my thing is you have to go for basic training first, like basic army training. Then go up from there. You can't just
Oh yeah,
this, this is just my what do you call this suggestion.
and
If
no
you want
one.
to go,
I
yeah.
don't think anyone can go straight from civilian to special forces.
Well, okay, yeah. I just want to let you know that, just in case
I
that's your
want
right.
to. I at least want to get into the army first and join conventional forces, and
Okay.
then, if I and then like go into 82nd Airborne, and if I feel like I want to do more and I can do more, then I would go into special forces.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. That's good, James. That's great. I actually have one person that I know personally that is special forces. He's a pretty good guy. His name is Staff Sergeant Love. He's down in Florida at the Eglin Air Force Base. He's Army, so, but sometimes we get attached to Navy, his Air Force bases and that thing. But he's pretty elite, man. He's pretty elite. So, yeah, that's good. That's good that you want to do that. Like dream big, man. Me personally, I
I mean,
thought about school once, but not special forces. But hey, put your mind to it. You can do it.
I heard that like if special forces would be too much, but if conventional forces are just like not enough, I heard the Rangers are a great way to go.
Definitely, they are. If I were to rank them, I would say special forces is one, Ranger two, but definitely Rangers are very elite. Also, very elite.
Yeah.
I have a
Uh,
quick question. For students that are just interested and want to know more, what is the what is the best advice for them? To reach out to the recruiter at their high school? What's the best next step for them to take?
So definitely reach out to the recruiter. We are in the process of, I know there's been some switches at some high schools with counselors and ROTC instructors. But we're going to start making more visits next week. I know I reached out to the high school chief, the chief in the ROTC program. I'm actually trying to get in there next week. But we're located on Bell Creek Road, Mechanicsville. You can stop in anytime. James, you would definitely have to have a parent with you. Stop you, you know, just ask questions, pick our brain. You know, that's what we're here for, to give you information and make you very, you know, more comfortable. Ask anything. It's actually 4 of us in here right now, and we all come from different backgrounds. We know different things, so definitely, yeah, have any questions, you know, anything more. We're always here.
We really appreciate it. Our career counselors, we should even come and pay you all a visit just to see, you know, your office and check it out. I mean, I think that would be a good thing for us to do too.
I have a question for you, ma'am.
Yes.
Is it okay now at your school to go and do a table setup?
They're not
So
allowing any kind of visitors, even parents. I mean, they're not allowing anyone to come into the schools right now. So, but we will, the minute that changes, we'll be letting you all know, because we are very anxious to get you back in as soon as we can, you know? So
yes.
not at this time, they're not allowing it, but we'll see where we are, you know, in the next couple months for sure.
Are you guys doing a hybrid, or you guys doing the hybrid, or like
we're
online?
In Hanover, we have students, a good number of our students that do face-to-face. So they're in school 5 days a week. And then we have students that have opted for online. So students could do either or. And we've been that way the whole year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And piggybacking on that, since you guys are unable to come and do lunch visits and that kind of thing, and meeting with students here in the building, have things changed for you guys in the office? Are you still allowing students to come to the office, take ASVAB there, and fill out paperwork there? And are you still visiting students at home or you know, off-site somewhere? Have things changed for you guys?
So we still allow office visits. We just ask that you bring a mask, you know, hand sanitize, and that. As far as going out to homes, definitely with the high school kids, we like to talk with the parents and make sure they're comfortable with us coming. We don't just show up. But we have normal operations. They can come in anytime, call the station. We have phone numbers, business cards. Just come in, like, just stop by. It's no problem with us.
Sounds great.
You guys you guys like go to home visits? Like, do you go to the kids' home and talk to them?
I mean, we have to ask you. Yes, we do, but we have to ask the parents first. Make sure that the parents actually agree before we go there. We just don't want to show up and then the parents they're not aware of, and then they're gonna get, you know, I don't want them to get mad, pretty much.
Yeah. Definitely ask. I mean, my parents, you know, they're not really comfortable with COVID. I mean, they'll go to the office, but like, you know, they're not like all too comfortable with COVID. So, I mean, if you guys do house visits, that would be much better for them.
Okay.
So, like, you want me to give you my parents' name and address if that's what you want?
Maybe not on the recorded session. Maybe you could put it in the chat and they could see it through that, James, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you.
How do I like?
So if you click on chat, do you see at the lower part of your screen where it says chat?
Yeah.
If you click on that, you can it'll allow you to type in there, and they'll be able to see anything that you put in there. And you could send it directly to Staff Sergeant Dizon or Williams. You could send it to either of them. I guess Staff Sergeant Dizon.
Yes, ma'am. So this is what we have to do now, right? So what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna type my phone number and
Perfect.
someone's phone number, um, and then you guys can just send me a message if they want to send a message.
That would be great. Thank you.
All right, how do I like privately send them? Because I click on everyone and it just says Shannon Edwards.
So Staff Sergeant Dizon right now is going to put information in the chat, and you can just take that information and reach out to him directly, okay?
Okay, got it.
Thank you for asking. There we go.
So Will, what is your phone number? Can you type it in?
And Staff Sergeant Dizon, we'll share this out with everyone when we post the video as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sean William is typing his phone number right
Oh,
now.
great. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And Staff Sergeant, you also mentioned the possibility of going in as an enlisted man and then going to school at the same time. Does that require that you are in the Army Reserves, or can you do that full Army?
You can do both, sir. But
Okay.
on the Army Reserve, pretty much is if you want to go to school, right? If you want to go to school, you want to go to college. The Army Reserve is the I think I'm not saying it's the best one, but it's a good route, you know, because you can still be a full-time student. But again, because it is a reserve, it's you're not getting a full-time educational benefits. But if you
Okay.
go to active duty, you can still take classes because right now pretty much it's online classes. So once you get off work, you can still take the class. I would recommend like 1 or 2 classes every semester because you are a full-time. Because active army is a full-time job. So
Yeah.
I don't recommend like 3 classes. But if they can do it, they can go for it. You know, they can
Yeah.
actually accomplish the 3 classes that they want to do. Yeah, go ahead. They can do it.
That would really stretch out your 4-year
Yes, sir.
degree.
Mhm.
If you wanted to James, if you wanted to finish school in 4 years, it sounds like reserves would be the better option. But if you wanted to stretch that out a little bit, then full Army.
Yeah.
The full aid is pretty much the benefits, man. You will get all the benefits pretty much. The GI Bill, then you don't even have to use the GI Bill if you don't want to. There's a tuition assistance that you can use to pay for your college. So they will give you like a certain amount of money to actually use that one for a year for your education.
Yeah, do you, I was just like hoping like the reason why I wanted to go straight to college and do ROTC before I join the U.S. Army is so that way I can get in all my classes and do everything I need to do. So then when I go into the Army itself, I don't have to worry about any of that.
Okay.
So that way I can like so that way I can dedicate all my time to what I need to do.
And James, I believe the application for the ROTC programs they'll start in your senior year around November, December. So be looking for that next year.
Do you guys just like want me to like type in my phone number because I got to get back to the kitchen because I'm in trade school right now. So if you want me to type in my phone number, you can just contact me around 3:30 and I'll be able to pick up immediately. If that's what you want me to do.
Good. That's fine, man. You can type it in right now.
Yep.
Please.
While you're doing that, James, I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up because we're about at 1 o'clock and we want to be respectful of your all's time. Thank you so much for this information. This really is one of the best conversations that I've been in terms of just kind of understanding, the process and the different options and you all sharing your personal stories is really, it's so helpful, just to kind of know where you've come from and why you've made the choices you've done to get to where you are today. So we might be stopping by your recruiting office, so don't be surprised if we stop by just to kind of say hello and introduce ourselves in person. with masks, of course, but we would love to do that. I think that would be awesome. So students, again, we're going to post this video out to our Hanover Career Counseling YouTube page. We'll post Staff Sergeant Dizon's and Williams' contact information, so you can reach out to them at any time as well. And with that, we just want to say thank you again to you both for being here today and for answering all of our questions. We really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.